Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Beautiful start to the week. Here in Wisconsin, it's like already 50 some degrees. I'm hot. We're in this, so probably we'll take that off because I don't even have my chore pants on, my overalls. Yay! And just for you, I actually got out of my pajamas for this video. I totally wear pajamas like every morning while milking. I should get better about that. I should change it, and I actually do better in the summer usually. But she's mad. She doesn't like these towels, but I realized I forgot my roll of paper towels at the house. Have you ever done that where you look at something? I'm sure you have, and you're like, something's missing. It did not look right. And that was me this morning. I'm looking at my milking box in the house. I'm like, what is it? What am I missing? Well, I get up here, and it's paper towels. But I have these are dairy towels. I keep in my milking box over there. The one that stays in the barn that I like storage. Anyways, this is my backup. But they're not as soft. It's like using one ply toilet paper. It's not very comfortable for her. Anyway, back to whatever I was talking about. Oh, wearing pajamas. So yeah, I should get up and change and be in pajamas, but then then I end up changing my outfit twice. So I do that. I'll go through usually in the summer, warmer months when I'm not wearing my overall things, which I should get a thinner pair of milking ones. Anyways, I'm apparently ADD today. And then I'll wear them and I'll come in and I'll change into my everyday clothes and then I'll just wear the same outfit milking for a few days in a row. So gotta get back to that since it's warming up and I don't have to wear my winter overalls. Which is great. We were supposed to have a day in the it's supposed to hit 90 this week. Which kind of scares me. That's really hot. I shouldn't say scares, but it makes me nervous about the greenhouse. So, greenhouse update. We have it up. It's up. It's running. It is running. So it came with a fan, exhaust fan, and a big, actually two of them, and wiring, and it's got enough it's got 3 outlets in it, and a power switch, and all this, and a thermostat, and well, this was stored outside, so we pretty much figured, yeah, the thermostat probably doesn't work because it's been outside the whole time, or for a year. Well, of course, okay. Words are hard for me today. Okay. So, it's been stored not protected for a year. And so we weren't too confident that thermostat would work. Well, it does. It totally works. And when it gets to a certain it gets too hot, that exhaust fan kicks on, and sweet. I was excited that it actually worked. So it's up. It's up. We got the plastic up. The only thing we have to do is make the roll-up sides. So we have it the hip wall 4 feet up, and so that's where the plastic's attached. And then we will have the remaining 4 feet will be roll-up sides, so that will help with ventilation as well. And we got our gardens tilled this week. Oh my God, I'm so behind in gardening, and it stinks so bad since I'm doing the CSA this year. But we have had terrible weather and then terrible issues with the tiller, and I think this is our sign that I think we need to look into and kind of go the route of a no-till system. And I'm very interested in that. So we're going to do our research and everything, but getting the gardens going has been awful. Finally, we found a friend that has a tractor with a big tiller attachment, and he came out and did that. The only problem is he couldn't get in the greenhouse, and our tiller I got it back saying it works. It doesn't work. They did not fix the problem that actually is wrong with it. So anyway, it'll be fine. My goal is I might just have to go through with our little like row tiller. It's only like, I don't know, 12 inches I think, and just do the greenhouse just enough that I can work in, just make it level, I guess. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Not Only Old Fashioned. I have, you should, and I have a reel there of us putting up the greenhouse, which is pretty fun. So super excited about that. Really, really excited that we have that up, and really, really geared up to be busy this week. I'm going to be planting like crazy this week. It's going to be nuts. Probably will not do very much homeschool. It's one of the things that a lot of homeschoolers are finishing up right now, and I'm like itching to this is only the second year, but this happened last year too, where I get so busy at planting time that homeschool gets really difficult for me. I mean, granted, our kindergartner, she's technically already done with kindergarten, and she has been for quite some time. She's already finished all her kindergarten work and has moved into first grade work, which is great. She wants to. She loves it. So we don't do every day by any means with her, and because she doesn't have to. It's just a few days a week. And then our oldest, he's very self-driven and independent, very much so, which is excellent. So there's stuff that I have to do with him, but a lot of it he does on his own. He's done with math, and he's been done with math for like 2 weeks now, and he's one that actually finished the book. Crazy. But that's his personality. He needed to finish that book. And yeah, the stuff that he does independently, he just does it. Even the days where I'm like, guys, we can't do it. We can't do school today. I'm so busy. We'll take a day off. He's like, nope. It's okay, Mom. I'll do my school. And he just so driven. I love that. So there's really only one of the three that I have to do a lot of school with. Gosh, every morning I have hair in my eye. That I really have to help. Not necessarily a lot, but needs more of my attention. And then we have our family subjects, history and science. We have our family subjects, history and science. History, we only have about 5 lessons left. And I know you don't have to finish the book, but I really want to. I'm like, we're almost there. We have 5 lessons. Like, we can handle that. So we'll get that done. And science, we actually just started a new unit on botany. I figured this is a perfect time to do a botany unit. So my goal is to finish up history eventually. We're not going to be like only done in May or whatever. We're just going to continue school a couple of days a week loosely through the summer, and that way everything stays fresh, and I don't feel like we have to meet a deadline, because it is hard for me not to finish things like that. It's with my kids' education. I know it's not important, and I know, like, I went through how many years of school and probably did not finish many books, school, like textbooks. But anyway, so that's our goal. And so I figure we'll just loosely work on school for the rest of the May and June, and then on those hot days, after planting season, things slow down a tad. I don't have to be going every single day. In fact, probably in a week, fingers crossed, I'll have a lot less going on. But right now, it's just so crazy trying to get everything in the ground, especially since I'm behind anyways. I love that about homeschool. That's one of my favorite things, is how flexible it is. That, like, when I'm having a bad day, when I or when I feel so overwhelmed I can't handle it all, because I am very much the type that just keeps adding stuff to my plate, even though I know that's not okay. And homeschool is so forgiving that way, and my kids are great. And it's not that I say go do whatever you want. We are very conscious of screen time, and they don't get that. They barely watch any TV, so it's not like they just get to have a free-for-all. They usually go and play outside. They, like, one day, last week I think it was, I told them, okay, for gym class today, you are all going to make obstacle courses. So every kid, if I think I was busy transplanting stuff, and said, all right, you each make your own obstacle course, and then after you're done, your siblings will run through it with you, and you get to show them what you made. And it was great. Obviously, the 12-year-old had a more complex obstacle course versus the 6-year-old, but actually hers is pretty dang dangerous. Surprise. But I still give them tasks. They still have chores. They still have things they have to do, and educational related stuff. We have lots of fun workbook type things that they do. So it's not like they're on vacation all the time. But I love that it's so flexible, and I'm not. Yes, it would be nice on the other hand to have them go to school every day, and then I'd have all that time to myself to do this stuff. But I wouldn't trade this for the world. I can't believe how fast they're growing up as it is, and I can't imagine spending that much time away from them and missing all that time. But homeschooling is definitely not easy. There's nothing easy about it, but it's so doable. It's way more doable than I ever thought it would be. And getting out of that mentality of what school should look like, that they should be doing, 7 hours of school every day, like they're in a school for 7 hours. Really, there's not 7 hours of work. And then, hours of homework after school. That's something I don't miss. Holy moly, homework. Squirted milk all over my leg. That's why I try not to wear my daily clothes while milking. Anyways, so that's what's happening right now. It's just wild and crazy. And I need to remember this. I think I forget how crazy it really gets this time of year for me. It's nuts. And on top of all that, our chicks came in. First batch of chicks came in on Thursday last week. So it's the first 75. They're all doing great. Knock on wood, we have not lost any of them, which is wonderful. Doing excellent, very healthy. We are doing the Joel Salatin method with bedding, which is hard for me to do, but so we had our pullets there in the brooder box. We got those in March, like really early February, something like that. And so what he does is he just keeps layering shavings. Once they get yucky, you just put another layer of shavings on, and it actually helps insulate them, keep them warmer than if you clean it out and put a new layer of shavings. If you think about it, all those layers, and manure is decomposing, and I think it's really working. They are very comfortable, very content, and yes, we've had decent weather, but it hasn't been great. We had one night that was really cold with them, and they are doing great. Yay. And then today, right this morning, I have to quick get in the house, filter milk, get the kids up, get them some food, and out the door we go because we have to go get bees. Our 2 new hives are in, and honestly, I kind of wish we had given it a rest year with bees, like we did with syrup. We just can only do so much, and I feel like a little overwhelmed with the idea of, oh my gosh, now we're going to have to also have bee stitches. But it's okay. We are not, she's going to move, and my bucket is full. We are not in the hive every single week beekeepers, or multiple times a week beekeepers. We know people like that, and that's fine if you are, but we have found, for one, that's hard for us to be in there all the time, to find that time to do it. And 2, we have found our bees are much happier. Hold on, this apple kicked all her hay out. Okay. So we find, sorry, I always forget that thing is so loud. We find our bees are much happier when they're not disturbed so much. We do our best to treat them for mites. You know, that's like the worst, the mites. And we do have probiotics that we give them and stuff, so we try to keep them nice and healthy. We will feed them for a little bit this spring because we don't have a lot of blooms yet. But we don't check them super often. And like I said, we have found that our bees are so much happier, which makes sense. They just aren't disturbed as much. And every time you disturb them, they're stressed. And Mike's calling. Let me ignore him. Maybe. Okay. Every time you disturb them, you stress them out, and then you're also killing bees. No matter how careful you are, you're going to kill bees when you are checking the hive. And again, that stresses them out too. When they die, they release a pheromone, and so it stresses the bees around them out. So I think it's wise to not check your hive every single week. But I do understand the argument of catching, if you lose a queen, if you have some sort of a disease, a fungus, or something going on in there, like you want to catch it and not let it go. I absolutely can't argue that one at all. But it's what works for us, and might not work for you, and that's okay. That's okay. But it's frustrating because overwintering hives is very difficult, almost impossible in Wisconsin. So having to buy hives every year is expensive. But I'm thinking about seeing if maybe putting them in the greenhouse this winter would work. I don't know. I have to look into it. So anyway, so today is getting bees, and drive an hour to go get them, and we're putting them in the van. I think it'll be fine. Covering up with a blanket, and they're in a box that's locked, or it's like closed up. Might be one or two escapees, but as long as they're covered with a blanket, they should be fine. They shouldn't get out, and if they do, just ignore them, and they'll be fine. Anyway, so busy week. I have my phone like upside down, and usually my camera's on that side. It's around this side, and so I keep looking to the other side. Anyway, so I hope you have a great week, and let me know in the comments what's happening in your life this week. Oh, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Happy Mother's Day yesterday. I hope you had a great, restful, spoiled day. I did and I didn't. I had a pretty busy day, but that's okay. It was still a great day. It was beautiful. Or it wasn't beautiful yesterday. It was beautiful on Saturday. But it was still a good day. So, good day to spend with my family. So yeah, let me know in the comments. What are you doing this week? You got some big plans this week? Anyone else crazy busy with planting and everything's spring right now? I'm sure you are. I'm sure I'm not alone. Anyway, all right. Well, you all have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Oh, also, if you haven't already clicked off, if you have anything you want me to talk about, because I think I'm going to start asking. I feel like I shouldn't always be talking about like what's going on in my life. Maybe answer some questions or whatever. Let me know. Just leave a comment below, or or DM me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram down in the comments. So. All right, I will talk to you next week. Bye.